What's this? You're not in my camera. I'm not in your camera. Can you turn it down, Ivan? The TV.
The remote's over there.
You need to get in mine. I guess I'll turn this cameraless a little bit. There we go. We're in everybody's camera now. Hi, YouTube.
Hello, social media. Good morning. It's actually good afternoon. I'm sorry. It's 12:57. Almost 1 o'clock. So good afternoon, everyone. It's a nice, beautiful, sunny day. Today we have a topic I think that's interesting. I found it on social media, and a lot of people got a lot of engagement. So we're going to be speaking about it. But first,
this is Coffee Talk with Jim and Ash.
I'm Jim,
and I'm Ash. And bump and sip.
Ooh, that's good.
Ice hot.
It tastes way better than the Waffle House coffee that we had yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we went to Waffle House. Yes, that's one of my favorite restaurants, by the way. It's a classic restaurant. I got my son liking it too, and I think I got my wife to like it a little bit. She doesn't probably like it as much as we do, but that's one of my.
I never did not like Waffle House. I always thought it was a good place to go.
I love Waffle. I grew up with Waffle House.
Quick homemade fresh
food. Used to be a regional manager of Waffle House, but even before he was there doing all that, I just love Waffle House. It's Alabama. So if you're from Alabama, Georgia, especially from Montgomery, Birmingham, Atlanta, this whole that's a Waffle House,
We
area.
Just didn't grow up on Waffle House because my mama cooked, so she cooked better than Waffle House. I ain't gonna even lie, that's just what she can do. She from
Nobody cook better than Waffle House.
I do.
Nobody. Mama.
I can.
I'm just saying nobody.
My mama can. My mama
nobody
can outcook
better than Waffle House. But today's topic is on my screen. I have it as.
Excuse me 1 second. Ivan says we don't have anything to eat in the house, but he just needs to go look in the kitchen. In the refrigerator. We do have food to eat. Look in the freezer. I just went grocery shopping anyway. You have to cook. Go ahead and eat. If you want the cinnamon rolls, go ahead. Anyway, guys. So,
okay.
Just to wrap up the week, let me think about something that happened. Anything exciting happened?
We went to the rodeo.
That was fun. Rodeo.
Yeah, we went to the rodeo. It was very good weather. My kids enjoyed it.
We had an onion blossom.
Oh yeah. One thing about so everybody's talking about inflation, how everything's expensive, and the rodeo, just the parking ticket was $27.
Just to park.
Then you had the food, which was
to get in, each adult is $21, and the child is, I think, was it $10 or $11 per child?
I think so.
Under 12. At first, the lady said Ivan was.
She was trying to mess with me. Yeah, I know. But I'm glad the lady corrected her, trying to make it make my son like he's an adult. Well, he's not an adult.
She said he was. She said it was 11 and under for $10.
Yeah, for $10.
And my son is 12, so she was trying to charge him $21. But anyway, that's beyond the fact. So it's $27 to get into to park.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's $21 per adult to get in. So if you want to go to the rodeo, just make sure you plan and budget.
Now
so you are going to spend.
Now, for anybody that doesn't live in the Houston area, and actually I think in Texas they have rodeos in other areas too, not just the Houston area. But I think it's mostly mainstream in Houston, the rodeo. It's a time. It's kind of like Mardi Gras in a sense, but it's not a parade though. It's not a parade. It's just one area. We go down to the NRG, and they have animals there. They have concerts. They have you can pet animals. You can look at animals. You can actually if you want to buy trucks. They have rides. They have all types of food there. Different celebrity singers come there, so it's pretty cool. I think I was introduced to it. Maybe a couple of years back. I can't remember exactly. I don't know if my wife introduced me to it or my auntie. I'm gonna give it to my wife. I'm gonna say my wife introduced me to the rodeo. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna give it to my wife that she introduced me, and I had a good time. Most of the time I had a good time. It was only 1 year that we had it wasn't so good, but this year was good. Even though despite the the expenses and how much it cost, it was worth it. Like my wife was saying, the onion was called the onion blossom. The onion blossom.
And what it is this big old onion. They just open it up like this, and it's like it's the size of a plate. And so Jamal and myself shared it, and it was like $17. I was like, "Ooh, that's a lot of money."
I felt like it was 2 onions. It was so big.
It was a huge onion, but it was so good.
It was really good.
They have a sauce to dip it in.
Really good.
So we had that. The kids went down there. No, was ours 19?
$19. Okay.
Whatever it was, I was like, oh, that's expensive. But we didn't even eat it all. It was so much.
We ate most of it.
We still didn't eat all of it.
Yeah,
we got full because he wanted a brisket sandwich, but there was no room for a brisket sandwich.
I like that. I said I can't even eat the briskets.
The kids had a taco salad. It was good. I tasted it, but I ate my onion blossom.
And they made the funnel cake too.
We had they had a funnel cake. It was to me it was okay. It wasn't the best funnel cake.
Funnel cakes are always. I mean, maybe when I was younger, I used to love them, but as I get older, I'm not liking funnel cakes.
And I like my funnel cakes with toppings. This one didn't have any toppings, just the sugar on it. And then the kids also tried those fried Oreos. They like them. I tasted it. It was like, that was not.
I wouldn't even try no fried Oreo.
I went on and tried. I said I wasn't going to try, but I tried it just to have it just to say I did try it. And fried Oreos is not what it is. Do not go to the rodeo and spend money on a fried Oreo.
Yes.
Now, the cotton candy, I gave it a thumbs up. It was good. The lemonade y'all had.
Lemonade it's not that impressive. It's just like regular lemonade.
So it wasn't special. But the rides, everything was good overall. I gave it out of a 0 out of 10 for 2025 rodeo, minus the concert, I gave it an 8 or a 9.
I think we gave it.
We gave it a 9. We gave it a 9
because I mean, the reason why we gave it a 9 because one, even when we went back now, they didn't have this before. At least we didn't notice it. They give you a ride back to the parking lot
because we were gonna be tired. It is a lot of walking, so be prepared for that.
Yeah. So, but they give you a ride back on the like a tractor shuttle, and I thought that was nice. So I was like, cool. At least they paid $27. At least they give you a ride back, and that was pretty cool. So
that's the rodeo. What else happened this week? We went to visit a church called New Faith Church on Fuquay. I think we both enjoyed it. It was
it was.
Went to on Wednesday.
So Wednesday went to the new church, New Faith. It's in our area. We definitely enjoyed it. It's a good church.
We went there today, and I felt like it was very welcoming. I felt like the people are nice and genuine, and it's real comfortable inside the church, sanctuary, the pews, everything is comfortable. Mm-hmm. I don't really have. We walked a ways to get there, but they have different parking lots that we can park in. I feel like it's a big church, but I also feel like you can get into small groups, and they have a lot for everybody to do. Mm-hmm. What about you?
And like I said, I enjoyed it. It's it's very traditional. It's like old school Baptist type, but it's just traditional, and I do like that. So that's pretty cool. I liked it. They gave a good message, and honestly, I felt like I was just going to one of my older churches when I was younger. And I look forward to going around visiting again. Hopefully the experience continues to be well, and maybe one day we'll join it. So, the first experience was definitely good. Definitely liked it.
And so we're gonna go back Wednesday to their Bible study, and then next week they have Sunday school. So we're gonna go to Sunday school, then church. A lot of churches don't do Sunday school anymore.
Yeah, that's one thing I like. Yeah, so
they have Sunday school. So we're gonna go.
Sunday school. I can't wait to get my kids in Sunday school because I don't think they ever really experienced. Have they experienced Sunday school?
I don't think so.
You been to Sunday school?
He said it right, so he been to it before.
Okay, so cool. So I think you need to experience it again. Sunday school is good. Your mother and I grew up on Sunday school. I think you can use it too. It helps you out.
So that was our week in a nutshell. It was spring break week for the kids. So
did we want to talk about our plants? Are we planting?
Oh yeah, my plants, guys. I have to tell you. I was so excited about planting my garden outside. We got it all nice and situated. Now the inside of my plants, they weren't strong enough. And we planted them, they all died. And so
I'm not giving it wasn't just you though. You planted them. I think they actually could have made it. It's just the same day you planted that night. It had a cold snap. The temperature literally dropped all the way down to like 39 degrees in one night. And I think that's really what killed them. I really don't think it's anything you did. I just think it's just that it just.
I don't think they were strong enough when I planted them. Somebody else sent me a message and said they're leafy, like
Carlos did,
stemmy. And I was like, yeah, they are stemmy.
Yeah.
But so what I did was I went to Home Depot. Not Home Depot, the Home and Garden Center, and I bought a tomato plant and a cucumber okra plant, and they were already like blooming and healthy. So I planted those. The other ones, I couldn't find any more of the other plants that I wanted. So I went to Home Depot, and I was like $5.98 for one plant. I just can't do it. So me and Ivan took the seeds, and we started all the way over. So we planted seeds this time outside, not inside, because I think we're done with all the cold weather. So we'll see. Maybe. Oh boy.
Sorry.
What was that about?
I just dropped that by accident. My bad. I'm sorry. Prayerfully, we hope that
Lord
the
Jesus.
cold way. I'm
You're
sorry.
so dramatic.
I didn't try to do that. It just happened. But prayerfully, we hope because I heard that we're supposed to be getting another cold front coming
When
through.
I looked at the weather, it was no cold front anywhere in sight. No cold front, no rain. So every 15 minutes, what I do is I go out back in the morning and I water the garden and my plants because I want everything to survive this year. So I'm really dedicated to it. So every 15 minutes for 45 minutes, I will move my water hose around so everything gets some water.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll show. We'll come to our Facebook wall. I'm pretty sure we'll show our attempted green thumb. Like this is the second time we actually done it. We done it many years ago. When our kids were younger, and we yielded a really nice crop. We had some gigantic cucumbers. We let
and
our
okra. It got too tough.
Yeah, we let our okra get too big because with okra. We didn't know at the time, but you're supposed to pick it early, or if it gets too big, it's gonna get tough and hard. It's not good. So
and the tomatoes, the squirrels were taking our tomatoes and eating chunks out of
them. Yeah, everybody
eating
chunks, and the birds are eating it too. And so we had so many tomatoes, so gosh, we couldn't give them away. It's like it was just so. Hopefully, we get that same type of growth this year, and I think we're gonna be, we have a little bit more, still a little bit of experience. I think we know what to do with the food, how to grow it, and we have a freezer because last time we didn't have a freezer. Remember, we didn't have a freezer, so we can actually freeze it. And so, so we can do that. So we're looking forward to everything growing. We have some the watermelons. You think they're gonna?
We replanted the seeds of the watermelons. I don't know. We'll see. We did really well by accident with the pumpkins. So we was thinking if we can do the pumpkins, we should be able to do the watermelon. Yeah, I might go back and do some pumpkins. I got to get an almanac so we'll know when to plant the seeds for the pumpkins.
Okay, cool. Oh yeah, almanac. Yeah, so we're gonna get an almanac. So that'd be cool too. So yeah. Well, all right. So I think we talked about it briefly. I know, maybe we haven't too. I might add this one thing too. It's something that my wife and I personally started doing. I don't know why we started doing, but I think it's kind of fun and interesting. But it's annoying but fun too. So actually, this is what happened. I've been pranking my wife, been doing silly things, and so I usually she's not retaliatory at all. She's like, she just lets me take advantage of her, do pranks and all that stuff, and that's it. But now she all of a sudden she's being retaliatory and getting me back when I least expect it. So now we playing this like tit for tat, to see who's going to win or who's going to. But I'm really surprised that we'll see who's going to win. It's going to be me because I'm the prank master. I said I'm like half.
Can you tell the audience exactly what it is? Because you just yapping. He slaps my butt, guys. Like I can just be minding my business, and he comes by and slaps my butt, and I'm like, "What? What are you doing?" So I, randomly slap his butt, and get him all shocked up, hurt his back a little bit. But that's what we doing. We just slapping each other's butt. So y'all seen the challenge on Facebook and everybody. Well, if your husband likes to slap your butt, slap him back.
Yeah. So okay.
That's what he does. So with all that talking you was doing, it's unnecessary.
It's gonna be more than just slapping though. I'm doing some other pranks too. Yeah, we'll see. You'll see.
Anyway, let's get to the topic. Today's topic is: should you take care of an estranged family member or parent?
Estranged parents.
And estranged parents' funeral expenses.
Well, you say funeral, I say final expenses.
Funeral, so everybody knows.
Final expenses.
Funeral expenses.
No, when people say final expenses, they know what it means.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
A final expense. It means like I'm not going to have to pay for you ever again because you are
funeral with end of life expenses.
Final expenses.
Okay, go ahead. Please don't run off at the mouth for 10 minutes. Look at the clock. It's 11. It's 1:11. Go ahead.
Are you gonna do me like that?
Yep.
Oh my God. Anyway, so earlier this week, I saw a Facebook, a social media feed where this young lady, she was complaining that her father had just passed away, and he was an estranged father to her. He might have been, he wasn't really in her life, and then his side of the family was kind of mean to her, so they didn't really love her, appreciate her, and things like that. And he was barely coming in her life, and he ended up passing away. He's going to be with the Lord. And
is he going to be with the Lord?
Well, we don't know. I don't know what it is going to be with him. But he didn't take care of her. He had other children, but he didn't take care of this daughter. And so the thing is, he didn't have life insurance, basically. And when he passed away, it's like, who's going to pay for this? They trying to do have a GoFundMe right now. And then she's just telling, she's like, somebody says, why is there no flowers, or why is it not there? It's basically the classic things you see at a funeral, like flowers or
Obituary.
obituary. You might even see, believe it or not, I found this out. I think that, like, you can get a cardboard funeral box too.
Okay.
Yeah, like they might, I don't know how if they're gonna do that, be that cheap, but I don't know. But they say she basically, she says, I feel like I should have to pay anything because he wasn't in her life. She's gonna go do the very bare minimum. If anybody of her family on either side, or friends, whatever his friends say, why is this or that, then she's gonna, like, you'll let them have it basically at the future. They said they will put in, but they haven't put in yet. So she said, well, since they didn't put in, they're putting their money where their mouth is, then it's gonna be what it is. And I don't care. I know he wasn't in my life anyway. He's lucky he's even getting this. So our question is to internet land is basically, should you pay the your like the estranged parents or somebody that's abusive in your life, like their final expenses? And believe it or not, I couldn't believe it though. I thought it would be kind of more one sided, but the internet was going back and forth on that. It will force the comments. Some people saying, honor thy mother, honor thy father, no matter what. And some people say, and then people who in that situation are like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna pay for anything. So yeah, what do you think, honey?
Um, if I didn't know my father or my estranged family member, I probably wouldn't pay for it. But I might.
What if you knew, like, you didn't know him, but he knew of him, or
I
say,
knew of
or
him.
say he like barely came into your life, like it was like
I'll
he
probably
didn't
do
try
the.
to raise, he didn't try to raise you or anything, but he
I
just kind
probably
of
just
like
do the bare minimum.
you just
Like I
bare
said, the
minimum.
bare minimum. Just get them, in the ground or whatever. I just do the bare minimum.
Because I think the young lady, what she wanted to do is like just cremate them and that's it, because that's the cheapest thing you can do. But his family wouldn't let him do that. Cremate. She was like, well, do you have access? She was telling him, like, do you guys have access to his bank accounts and information? Do you have a password to his bank accounts? Because I'm not paying for all the, all this extra stuff. But she really just wanted to cremate him and get it over with, but she did. But his family's not letting her do that.
So this all boils down to the guy not having life insurance too. If he would have had life insurance, wouldn't have to worry about all that. Correct?
That's correct. So that's a lot. And the crazy part is, this is preached to our, to black people. I'm saying because I'm black. My wife is black. My family is black. But this is preached over and over and over and over again to us as a people. Like, you should have life insurance, and if you do not have life insurance,
Life insurance, no matter what your age is, because we don't know when God is going to call us home.
exactly.
I had a stroke in June, and so I could have been
And she's
gone.
young.
I'm young. Okay. Well, I think I'm young today. They
No,
said
you're young.
young adults stand up, and they put young adults in the category of 18 to 39. And my son was like, "Mommy, you used to be 39." I say, "I know I used to be 39, but
Yeah,
I'm
she's
not
40.
anymore."
Yes, she's
I
in
was
her
like,
40s,
"Man, I ain't a
but
young
yeah.
adult no more." Man, I'm 40. So, but still, I'm just want to say, like, get your life insurance. It's for your family. You don't know when God is going to call you home.
Even our children have life insurance.
Our children have life insurance. You don't know. We just pray that God will allow us to live a long time. But it can save so much heartache and pain if you have it.
It's already heartache and pain. Why bring more heartache and pain by not having life? Like, gosh, not only am I grieving the loss, but I'm also grieving the financial burden that that this loss has brought. That's something that you don't have to do. And like, if you have for people that are able to, even like a good policy, you not only can allow you to bury the deceased, but you can also have extra money from it. From it is which is that's just almost like free money. It's sad, but it can also be a benefit at the same time to your other family members. Like, okay, cool. Like, this family member died, but guess what? We had more than enough money to pay the funeral expenses. But dang, we have, like, we came up a little bit because of it. Like, wow, I mean, it's a
But
way to
so
go.
what we're trying to say is, like, if you if you have an estranged family member, right?
Mhm.
And they did not have a life insurance policy, would you pay for their funeral? Or me, I don't know. I can't speak for myself. I mean, you probably can speak more so than I
Yeah.
can, because I don't know what I would do in that situation. Everybody can say what they would do, but you never know until you put in a situation. But if your father, like, you just met him
When I was 29.
when you was 29, right? And you
Mhm.
still don't talk to him, but
Mhm.
once every 5 years, maybe.
Mhm.
So if he passed away, you would probably know. What do you think you would do?
I honestly, because I don't have that type of relationship with them, I don't think I would. At least at the time, I don't. I really don't think I would. I really would have to. Right now, I'm gonna say no, straight up no. But if the time were to happen and God moved on me to do it, like really, like just I feel like an obligation, like you should pay here for your, he might have been in your life, but you know, let's just do right by him, by his final expenses, by his funeral expenses, just so he can have some type of dignity
So
toward the
what
end
if
of his
all
life.
like it's 8 of y'all, right? What if all eight? What if all
No, it's nine
seven?
of us.
It's 9 of you.
Yeah.
What if 8 of you said we're not paying for nothing, and it all falls on you? What is your take?
It would depend. So basically, like this, I would have to pray on it, talk to God about it, and I talk to my wife about it as well. It's like okay. So if nobody is gonna put in on it, and if I put in on it, like similar to that young lady, right? She was originally one that's gonna cremate her father, her estranged father, and so since nobody else putting money to it, then they can't tell me what to do. You guys are not putting no money into it, so you can't say, "Well, no, Dad wouldn't like that. Dad wouldn't want this. He wouldn't want that." I'm like, "Well, if he wouldn't want that, you need to put some money into it, or I'm gonna do exactly what I want to do. You can hate me for the rest of your life." This is just simple. That's just simple. So so whatever it is, if I do decide to pay for it, I'm making all the decision because it's my money. Now, if you want to have some say so in the decision making process, then put some money down on it. You know,
And again, I don't know. I can't give my opinion. I don't know the right thing to do. I know they say to honor your father and mother, and so even if it is a strange parent, it says to honor them. I don't know how you would feel. Like he said, you have to pray about it and whatever you feel convicted of to do it. But you can save everybody.
but how can this is a question too? I play devil's advocate, I guess, on that part. It says honor thy father, thy mother, but they weren't a father or a mother to you. How can you say? How can how can honor them? They weren't their father. Like say like my father was Willie Burke. That's my father. He was my father.
So that's who you would take
So
care of.
definitely I'm take care of him, of course. But so why would I? The other guy, yeah, he's my biological. Like he was basically my sperm donor, basically,
Mhm.
but he was not a father. So in a sense, how can I be not honoring him if he never was that to begin
That's
with?
true. That's
So
true. It does say honor thy father and mother. A father is more than just a person that goes around and has babies. A
mhm.
father takes care of his children, takes care of his family, loves his children, loves his family, and so in return, you're gonna show your love towards him and honor him, giving
Exactly,
him his proper
yeah,
homegoing service.
exactly.
So
So that was my father. Again, it was Willie Burke. It wasn't you know I'm not going to mention his name, but my biological father. Now, of course, I mean, I don't mean any type of, strife to. I don't have any type of strife toward
let me
him.
see.
I do love him and I do care for him, and things like that. But it's something that I would really have to pray on. I would really have to be moved and motivated. God has to really talk to me about it, and I tell my wife like, God is telling me to go ahead and do this because my money is my wife's money, so she had to agree to it as well. And so I was like, and it's like God is telling me to do this. I would like to spend some money on his final expenses. And that's it. But right now though, I'm straight out. Right now, it's just no.
Okay, that's fair. And again, to prevent all of that, we want to go back to life insurance, how important it is to get it. And if the dad had life insurance,
We
we wouldn't
talking
even be
about
talking
yeah,
about it.
yeah. So
So
and the thing about it too, when I watched the video of the young lady, she said that the dad he had a good job, good career too.
why do you think
So he
people
was
don't get life insurance? What's the reason?
I think it's a number of reasons to be honest with you,
I
but
think uneducated is one, a big one, being uneducated. Because when I was growing up, I didn't know nothing about no life insurance.
I don't think it's being uneducated at this point because there's so much information out there. Like it's people like us say get life insurance. So the education I don't think is there. Some people honestly, are
I
just
I really
selfish.
think it's lack of education. I
But,
really
but
do.
why though? How's it? I
Because I don't
mean,
think it's talked about enough. I don't think it's talked about in the church enough. I don't think it's talked about in general,
we,
at least with our culture.
we went to a church. They talked about life insurance. They talked about it like for months. They had a whole campaign because most people in the church did not have life insurance. The church was educating the congregation about life insurance. Yet and still, majority of the church did not get life insurance.
Well, is it the cost? How much does it cost to get
No,
life
no.
insurance?
Insurance is very affordable. You can get a term life insurance policy.
Tell the audience, what is term life insurance?
Okay. So term life insurance means
In 30 seconds. Can you do it?
oh gosh, let me talk.
Okay, go ahead.
So term life insurance means is exactly it's a term that you have a life insurance for a specific amount of term, right? Most of the time, it could be like for 30 years, or indefinite. Let's say like you get your life insurance in your 20s, like you can get it for 30 years, or 30 years in your 50s at the end, or you have it for 40 years or
So
50
what happens
years.
if you get term and it's like it's supposed to end when you're 55, but you live to 70? What happens from the 55 to 70? What happens with that?
So what you can do before your policy ends, you could contact your insurance person, and you can ask for an extension or get a new policy. Now we have a policy. Just so happens though, we have a term, but ours is always to like we're like 99 years old.
Okay.
So we got our policy when we were like what, in our 20s.
In our 20s. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so I like that. We don't have to call in. It's already established.
So how much is ours per year?
Per year it's like 1,200. It's really it's $1,200, which is
For me?
for all of us.
For all of us, for the whole.
Like that's
okay.
for we got to get this. Got to be young. So that's for myself, my wife, my son and daughter, and on top of that, they have IUL, which is a type of like a life policy insurance. Like it's a index universal life policy. That's what IUS, an index universal life policy, and that's for them. And in addition to that, in addition to just being life insurance, God forbid, but if like while they're living, they can pull out money to for things like that too. So
for college,
for
or
house, or anything for that matter. So
after they turn 18.
After they turn 18. So again, we are, we have educated ourselves, and we're we want to make sure our children have each generation should want their children to have it a little bit easier than what they had it. And so it's up to us to kind of become educated if we're not educated, and then try our best to educate our children. And then hopefully that our children will become even more educated, and then so they make it easier for their children and our grandchildren. So I mean, it's really important. But I don't honestly, when you said lack of education about life insurance, it's so I mean, I see it all everywhere. It's literally everywhere we can get life insurance. People just do not.
I really believe it's okay. I think my opinion is lack of education, and I also think it's cultural. Like I don't think parents are teaching their kids the importance of it. Like my parents didn't talk to me. I'm telling you, my parents never talked to me about life insurance.
But did they talk to you about finances in general, like finances,
saving money?
But
that's about it. So outside of that, no.
Yeah, that was good that they even talk to you about that, because some people just don't even talk
that's
about
money. That's why I said. That's what I'm saying. Like that's why I say I think it's education. I think it's cultural. My parents didn't talk to me about life insurance. My parents only talked to me about saving my money and spending it wisely. But they never talked to me about investing my money. I didn't know what that really was until me and you got together. I really didn't. I didn't know about investing. I didn't know about being a business owner. Any of this stuff. It's just all new. But so that's why I say I think it's educational.
Okay. So even if you're not like a business person, like life, especially term life insurance, you can get terms, especially if you're young, like in your 20s, you get I think it's like $10 a month, less than that.
So let people know what's the importance of life insurance. Why should you have it? Is it because I want to go to a doctor?
No. So the importance of life insurance is, one, you don't want to it's always going to hurt your family members or your people that you were close to. It's already hurting that for the loss.
Yeah, so we all are gonna die. We're all that what, is guaranteed. We all are gonna die. We just don't know when.
We don't know when. So and so in addition to already losing you, you're also going to burden them with the financial cost. I mean, to me, it's embarrassing to do a GoFundMe to try to bury somebody. And funeral expenses cost $10,000 to $15,000. That's all. I mean, at the max, I'm gonna say 15,000. Just to bury somebody. Right. And so it's like, can you imagine, you could have been paying literally $10 a month just for a term life and for a $50,000, $100,000 policy. So it's like, even just $50,000, cool. If you want to, your family members say they want to spend $30,000, have an elaborate funeral, $30,000, right? That's still $20,000 left over for your family. So not only that, they sad that you're gone, but guess what? You just gave your family member $20,000 to do, something, with that. I mean, they're
I
cheap.
think too, it's also could be a form of selfishness. You ever thought of that?
That's
Like,
what I was about to say. Some people are just
I don't
selfish.
want to
They
give,
really
I don't
are.
want to leave my family anything, just
Yeah,
me. So
that's what I was about to say. I have seen that many times in our culture for real. Like, I want my kids to have nothing when I go. I have to get it by myself.
they got to get it by
They get it by
themselves.
themselves. I'm like, I really don't understand that mentality. And then not only that though, it's like, why would you? I mean, first off, okay, to me it's like a type of hate. It's like, okay, cool. I don't want my family to have nothing, and then after that, I'm gonna make them pay for my funeral expenses. Like, why? I mean, that's your expenses. You should already plan that, prepare for it. So why would you want to do that? So, we talk about being Christians and talk about having a love of God, and then, of course, we're supposed to love, everybody, but your family, sure, you're supposed to love your family, love you, show that you love yourself. Like, you're like, cool, like, I love myself so much, I don't want nobody else to worry about me trying to put me in the ground.
And let me say this: if you have any other questions, because we're just kind of like skimming over it, because we want to educate you all, just to, just open your mind up and know you should get life insurance. You can call Jamal because he
Yeah,
does sell it,
I
and
sell life insurance now.
he
I
can
got
also
I passed
help
the
you and
test.
understand
Yes.
to what the importance of it. Get you a policy that doesn't
Term,
cost.
whole, universal, index, all of
What?
it.
How can they reach you? What's your number?
Um, Inbox me, or you can call me personally. I go
No,
into.
your work number.
Okay, my work number is 281-403-8233.
That's for a life insurance policy.
Yeah, again, that's 281-403-8233. If you need life insurance or you want some questions, because the thing is, literally everybody should have life. Everyone that's alive, if you're alive, if you're living, you're breathing, if you can, you should have life insurance.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a job, I mean, simple too. Like most of the time, if you are working, you can have your own life insurance through your job. That's another thing too. People don't know this as well. Like, say if you if you don't use your jobs, like if you don't personally sign up for your job, like you like work at a big company like Walmart, Target, a company I used to work for, Comcast, whatever. Most of these because there's so many people, they have an employee plan for life insurance, and you pay into it. It's really cheap, So, but guess what? If you don't sign that line saying like, "Hey, I want to take advantage of this life insurance policy," guess what they will do? They will sign up for you on their behalf, or they'll pay the monthly, and then it's up to should happen to you. You pass on. Guess who gets the money?
The company.
The company. Yes. People don't know that. They don't know that. So you have life insurance, but it's not benefiting you or your family. But if you're working for a major corporation and you don't take the free insurance for yourself, they will get the money off of your of your death. Because the thing is, you're working with them. Say, okay, cool. So for them, it's like, that's a loss for them that you die. But guess what? It's like, okay, he was putting this much money for working for us. He was like, like say like you're a Walmart employee, right? And so they work. We are paying him this much an hour, her this much an hour, whatever. And based on average, most employees, like, they probably do $50,000 worth of work. Just average, give a number, 50 a year, right? Well, we took out a life insurance policy of $300,000 on you, just because you didn't sign the dotted line to get your life insurance. To where we had to pay to your family. No, we gonna take care of that. Oh gosh, he only was giving us 50,000, but his death or her death, they gave us $300,000. Okay, that's a good investment right there. So please, if you have a job and your job corporation has a life insurance policy, please make sure to sign and take advantage of that. It's going to be very cheap, and you don't even know it off your paycheck. And make sure that you put your beneficiaries in there, like whoever, like, if you're married, put your spouse in there. If you're not married, put your mom, put your dad.
The kids.
You can't. If they're under 18, you can't put your kids as beneficiaries. You have to put somebody else that's above 18. So please put your your people in there. So don't just fill it out. Don't fill it out, sign everything. No, fill it out. Say, I want to take a part of my life insurance policy with my company, and then after that, fill it out. Put your beneficiaries in there. So guess what? When something should happen to you, your company's life insurance policy will pay your family. And then on top of that, like how I used to do, how I used to have it, I used to have it to where it's like, like I had two life. I had my company's life insurance policy on me, like that I paid to my family. I wrote my family's name down, and we had our own personal. So we would have been like if something happened to me, my wife and my children would just straight up they'd be balling. For real, that's how I have it. And actually, I still have it kind of like that too. With my company life insurance policy, something should happen to me, they will pay my family. So it's good to have. I mean, it's so easy. And after that, for people that's in retirement, you can still get term life insurance that are very cheap and affordable. At the very least, most of the time, if you're over 60 years old, they might not offer a term to you because you're too old, so you had no choice but get like
Not too old.
yeah, yeah. You aged out. You aged out.
Oh, okay. Well, you can use something nicer.
Wait,
You too old.
okay. So if you are 60 or above, they're not going to offer you term, policy because you kind of like aged out of the standard, but you still can get you can still get a policy. You get whole life. You get whole life. You get universal life with policy for you. You can still get it where it's cheap to where it's like maybe you pay like $20 or $50, but the thing is, the amount's going to be low. Though it's not going to get like $100,000 or $200,000 policy. You might get a $50, $20,000 policy. $50. I mean, that still helps. So like you get a whole life, and a whole life is like that means unlimited. Like there's no term on it, so it's unlimited as long as you continue to pay it. And that's really good to have if you're old, if you don't have life insurance already. But when you're younger, if you're under the age of 60 years old, definitely I recommend getting term life insurance. It's generally cheap. It does what you can get policies like $500. I mean $500,000, $1 million or more, and it's relatively cheap. So definitely, if you don't have it, reach out to me, or definitely sign if you're working for a major corporation. Sign your life insurance policy information on the benefits. Every company has like most of the time it's in October when they have benefits coming where you can sign up for your benefits. Yes, we know about health insurance. You need health insurance. We did all your life too. But in addition to the health insurance, sign your benefits for your job for life insurance, because if you don't, they will. They get that money, and that's free to us. You are the best for them all the way around.
And just to remind you all, it does not matter your age, because we all gonna go. We don't know when God is gonna call us home. So just to bring peace and make it a little bit easier for your loved ones, get a life insurance policy, guys. Today, our topic was, coffee talk with Jim and Ash. Should you take care of an estranged family member's funeral or final expenses? Parent, he said, well, parent, whatever the case may be. We don't know. I don't know. I've never had that experience. Jamal said at this point, with his estranged father, he would do no, but it depends on what God leads him to do. But in order to save that trouble, headache, heartache, whatever pain, just have a life insurance policy and you don't have to worry about that. Mm-hmm. Okay? So I think that's the end of our coffee talk with Jim and Ash for today. Mm-hmm. Do you have anything else you want to add?
No.
It's still tax season. If you want to file or need help filing, reach out to me. I will help you out. You can call me at 346-341-2922. That's 346-341-2922. If you need help or you know somebody, I do take referrals.
All right, so cool. So we both got, and of course, if you still if you just don't want life insurance, or I still do auto, home, I do that too, and flood insurance as well. I do all of it. So I do auto, home, flood, and life. So you need to just inbox me or hit me up at 281-403-8233. But right now, since I'm on Facebook or social media, I prefer you to inbox me. And I do roadside assistance too. You need roadside assistance. I do that. I do. My company does a lot of things.
Don't you have a special going on right now?
We do have a special right. We always have some type of special right now, but yeah, you can get 3 people in for $56.
That's pretty good. $56.
Yeah, that was 3 people
for the whole year,
for the entire year for roadside assistance. So you're looking for that. I get 3 people in for $56. Hit me up, inbox me, and I'll tell you how you can do that process.
If you have any questions, feel free to inbox us. Leave a comment on here. We'll respond to you. One day we're going to have I don't know when, we're going to actually have feedback so we can talk and chatter with other people rather than seem like we're talking to ourselves, right?
Yeah, well, actually, we're not talking to ourselves because, we get a lot of views after the fact. So I know people watch us after the lives are over, after the stream, everything, they don't watch us live. and we just have to get to that point, build an audience, and we might have to just make a group, and we have a group, and just like start inviting people to the groups, and just and talking randomly outside of the Sundays, possibly like maybe 5 minutes, snippets, it's 5 minutes or something like that. But yeah, but other than that though, I hope you guys have a blessed day.
Coffee Talk with Jim and Nash checking out.
All right, bye. Love you guys. Have a good day. God bless.
I made sure the coffee for you.